Good afternoon, boys and girls. It has been a hot minute, so it has, but I am ready a nice little makeup look. Now, the makeup that I'm using, I've actually never worn before. I literally have took my hiatus from YouTube because I have had no time to do anything. That includes putting on makeup or anything, so I've actually bought heaps of makeup that I've never even used before. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to use it and it's going to be sexy. So, I'm going to be doing a Vieve, ding, Vieve look. A makeup look using Vieve things. So I've basically, I think I've got a bit of everything for Vieve, except for the eyelashes because half lashes isn't my thing. But I have literally got a bit of everything. So we'll be using a bit of everything. So I'm just going to look everything out and then we'll get started. So apologies if you can hear a whirring noise. Whirring noise in the background. It is my handheld fan. Because it is fucking diabolically hot. It is so goddamn hot all of the time. Okay, so I literally just ran a wee bit of Wonder Wax through my brows. I'm not really got to do anything to them. I'll see how they look at the end of the look. Oh my god, my fan just ran out of battery. Oh, tat. So for the base of the eyes, I'm not going to put anything doing because I'm going to use the eye ones as a base. But I'm going to carve out the brows a wee bit. So I'm just using the Infallible More Than Concealer in the shade Ivory. And I'm taking a MAC 252 brush. And I'm literally just popping that underneath the brow area. To just carve it out a little bit. I'm totally avoiding the front area of my brow because I'm going to blend that out later, and I'm going to try and avoid putting it far onto the lid. I'm just going to take a little brush, fluffy brush, and just blend the front portion towards the front of the brow. Didn't want it too structured, just carved out enough. Okay, so I zoomed out, I think. We have got Raven, Hazelnut, and Mahogany. So I am going to take, I don't even care what I'm doing, guys. I've not decided. Would you something glam? Yeah? Okay, so I think we'll go for Mahogany, which is the darkest brown, and then place that all over the lid. I'm going to blend it one eye at a time because I didn't want it to like set down. I'm just taking a clean fluffy brush and I'm literally just feathering the edges. And the like selling point for these, it like claims to be like a smoky eye in like 5 minutes. Which is pretty darn good if you're on the go or need to get places fast, like me. If you've been working or whatever and you need to get there, then it's pretty good. Because as you need, if you were just going to leave it like that, you would literally just need to set that a wee bit of eyeshadow and you would be good to go. Maybe even add a little bit of black and it'd be totally fine. So we've made it a wee bit dark in the inner corners, but that is not bad, I must say. Okay, so that is just Mahogany on the eyes there. So I'm gonna take maybe Buff to blend it out and just add a wee bit of warmth. And I'm just taking that on a different blending brush. This is just a morph one. And that already has given like a mere grungy kind of vibe. So I've smoked that right out. There. Again, you can actually stop there, put a wee bit of eyeliner on, and off you go. But I am going to, I think, mark it quite glam. So I'm just going to take Delicious, which is the brown colour in the palette, and I'm going to take it in a slightly smaller brush. It's a Morph M433, just like a denser kind of brush, and I'm just going to kind of set that mahogany colour. I'm just going to go straight in with the Raven, which is the black, close to the lash line, but nae the full way in, just kind of keep it on the outer 2/3 of the eye, like that. And then I'm going to take a little pencil brush in the Good Night, which is the black through the palette, and I'm just going to smoke it out. And possibly wing it out a wee bit with a angled brush. The palette is really nice, but I think it lacks a slightly darker brown that's kind of maybe closer to the black, because although the brown is quite dark, it's still really like pale compared to the black. So you need like a wee something to meet in the middle. But other than that, I actually really like it so far. We'll go back with Buff and just pull this section out a bit. And wipe this bit here so that it's, my eyes is so like whoop, like that. I'm going to wipe area a wee bit to make it slightly more elongated. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. It's a little messy in here, but that is fine because we're actually about to get rid of that. So we're going to use Carrot and Thea here, and I think I'm just going to take, what am I gonna do? And I'm just going to take a concealer, and I'm just going to use a fluffy brush to blank out that space a wee bit. So it's not going to be structured or anything like that. I'm literally just feathering it on. And then I'm going to take my big brush that had Buff on, and I'm just going to use it to blend it out a wee bit, to diffuse it a little bit. Or the top. And then my little brush that had Delicious on, just to diffuse that bit here. And then I'm going to apply the shadows also with a fluffy brush. I'm going to use Carrot. I think I'll mix them actually to get a slightly more rich tone. And then we're going to just take the eyeliner just to the start. And so I'm just going to use a KVD Beauty liner just to pull it to the start. Like that. Wow. Beautiful. Very glam. Very glam indeed. So we've created this like winged eye effect with that, and I'm quite happy with that. Not bad at all. So for the face, I've not got any tan on just now. So I'm going to use the Kevin Aucoin Etherealist foundation. I think it's maybe a bit dark for me just now, but it'll be fine. So I've just got a few pumps of that and a stippling brush, and I'm just applying that all over the face. Next we're just putting on the Maybelline Fit Me concealer on under the eyes and the high points. Okay, so we blended the concealer on the face. Normally I would just set at this point, but I do hate a bronzer, a NARS cream bronzer that I want to try. It smells fucking unbelievable. I bought this a wee while ago. Fake Cult Beauty, I think you get it on Space NK as well. I bought it a wee while ago and I've never actually had a proper chance to use it. So that's what I'm about to do. So I'm just, like, that was a tiny little job. There. Use it around my forehead as well. And I'm just going to use this brush to blend. So Laguna bronzer is one of the most popular bronzers, I think, that NARS have. And I've actually never tried it because I was going to, but I've heard that it's quite ashy, so I've never went for it because I like a warmer bronzer. But I thought, I don't really wear cream bronzer either, but I just thought, oh my god, I actually really want to try it. And it actually is really nice. It is a bit on the cool side, so keep that in mind. I probably wouldn't wear that by itself because it is quite cool. I'm going to set my face with the Laura Mercier setting powder and a big brush. Because I get a very oily face sometimes, but I was just really like setting the full shebang. And I can kind of see with that set where it does look really ashy, like muddy a wee bit. We'll see how it goes with the bronzer on top. So I've got the Modern Bronzer in the shades medium. That's medium 1 and medium 2. I'm just going to like go like this and do it this way. Okay, so I added some bronzer. Sorry, my camera actually keeps overheating. But I added some bronzer, really warmed up the face, and that looks miles better. I like slightly orange. An orange face. And that's my upper lip starting to sweat already. I'm just taking a highlight brush. Zoom in a bit. I'm just taking a highlight brush and taking the bronzer down the side of my nose. Next we're going to put on blush. I've literally worn this blush a million times. This is the Sorbet blush. So add a wee bit of colour into the cheeks. And then we've got a nice like sunburnt look. Very cute. I'm going to use Skin Dew. I do also have Holy Chic. It is broken. But I think I'm just going to use the Skin Dew to get a nice pop. And I'm just lightly stamping that on to the high points of my face. A little goes a long way. So I want it to look glowy and greasy. I also want it to like blend in nicely with the rest of the skin. So that is what we've got so far. And that is pretty much the skin done. But I take the eye wands again. And I'm going to go for black. Straight in with black. We'll zoom these back in. We made it very smoky on accident, but I'm thinking it's going to work. So I'm just going to take the black again on this side. I'm just going to use that to feather the edges a wee bit. I just went off camera, fixed my brows up a little bit and did the under eyes. Now I'm just going to go in with Glimmer, which is the white-ish shiny colour from the palette. It's more like a champagne-y kind of colour, and I'm just going to pop that in the inner corners. Just stamping it in. Like that. You can put a wee bit across the brow as well if you want. A wee bit of mascara here. Proper brightens up your inner corners, isn't it? Lovely. So next we are going to do lips, then lashes, and then we will be done. Okay, so for lashes I'm going to be using the Doll Beauty lashes in Kimberly. They're super wispy, nae mega full, but that is kind of fit I'm after, just because we've got quite heavy eyes. We just want to complement the eyes. So while our lashes are drying, I'm going to use the Brat liner with Vieve lipstick, and then we'll put a wee bit of lip dew on top. And then, so that is Brat, and we'll put on some Vieve. Which is actually pretty much the same colour as my face. It's 2 layer. This lipstick is really nice, and it has actually just been sitting in my cupboard, because although it looks not too dark, but it looks like kind of browny. It goes on pretty close to my foundation colour, so I've not actually used it that much, but that's fine. So we'll pop the eyelashes on, and then we're just going to finish with lip dew. So I'm going to just put on the Brat lip liner, which is what I've got on now, and then the lip dew. And there we have the full face using Vieve, except for obviously the bits that they didn't mark. I am going to put a wee bit of Fix Plus Rose on because it smells bloody delicious. Just to add a wee bit of hydration to my face. Put it in with my fan. So the eye palette I really liked. I didn't use other colours, I just used these kind of 5. I would like to use this kind of cool one on top of like hazelnut. I think that'd be really nice. Or Glimmer as well. There are honestly beautiful colours and you can't really go wrong, and it is kind of the Essentials palette, and it is like essentials for a good smoky eye. I maybe would have preferred a more slightly darker brown than the same, but it works. You just put them together, so it's totally fine. The palette is a thumbs up from me. Next we've got the eye ones. So I've just got the 3 eye ones that I thought would use the most. Hazelnut, Mahogany and Raven. Love these. So innovative. So innovative. So initiative. I'm not sure. Good. They are really good, really easy to use, easy to blend as well. So if you're a beginner or you're a professional, these are gonna be staples in your makeup kit, especially for people that are going out on a Saturday but finish work at like 5. They need to run out like me. I'm like chucking makeup on. So that I can get out quick, and this will be really easy to achieve that really fast and easy smoky eye. So thumbs up to me. So next we've got the Modern Bronzer. I love this. I've been using this for a wee while, literally just since it came out. I ordered this and the lip dew at the same time. I actually ordered all of them at the same time, I think. The palette as well, I think I ordered them all. So I love this, really like it. I love that you get 2 colours in it, and you can get the choice to have it slightly lighter or slightly deeper, or mix it together, or the light and then deepen it up a wee bit. I like that you've got that choice. So yes, thumbs up for me also. So the blushers are obviously award winning for a reason. They are really nice. They're nae like, they're totally buildable, which I really like. Like, you can go in a couple of times to proper build up the coverage. I have got Pesca, Cherub and Sorbet here. Sorbet is the brightest, Cherub is the pinky, and then Pesca is the orangey. Pesca is really nice if you're fair skinned or kind of new to blush. Beautiful. I like to add quite an intense wee bit of colour, so I like Sorbet and Cherub. Sorbet is really nice for the summer, I think, because it's like that orangey coral kind of colour, which it's just really nice in the summertime, isn't it? It's just like autumn blush all of the time. Barely there. So the Holy Chic highlight, I have had this since I think they were released, so I've had it a good while. That is probably the only thing, is the packaging was not really long waiting for being bent back all the time, so it just eventually just started hanging off by itself, but it's fine because it's magnetic, so it sticks on anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Love this. I've never tried any other colours. I just thought this would suit my skin tone most. Really like it. Next is the Skin Dew. I love this. I don't really care how I feel about it on top of makeup sometimes though. because I feel like it just puts like oil back in my skin, and I think that if I hit it off of something, it takes the makeup off underneath as well for me. But I have got oily skin, so it might be different with folk that have dry skin. It adds that wee bit of moisture into it, looks really good. Although it still looks really good, you just have to be a wee bit careful, and possibly would set it with this highlighter, which is totally fine to do that as well. But I'll still wear it, and I still do wear it on top of makeup, so that's not gonna stop me. I really like it with no foundation. I just like to put the bronzer on and then this on the cheeks, and it looks so nice to wear, like just a nice summer day or to walk the beach. Just add a wee bit of something, you can pop it on your chest and stuff like that as well. Really like it. Innovative as well, God's sake. And then last is the lip product. So the lip liners I really like. I have just got Bra. I did hear another name, but I've lost it. Yes, creamy, nothing really to be said. The nice lip liner. The lipstick, I do love the fact that it says like Vieve on it. I think that's so nice, but this just isn't my colour. It is not being used very often because it is too light. I would like to get a darker one and see if I like it a wee bit better. And then last but not least is the lip dew, which I absolutely love as well. Although it does say on the bottle glossy lip oil. Now I wear lip oils on the reg, and it is nae the consistency of a lip oil. Lip oils are just like, they're nice sticky in, and they're just like shiny. For this is sticky like a gloss, but it's nae mega sticky like a gloss. So I get, they've said that they're kind of bridging the gap between oil and gloss. I get that. It looks like an oil and it wears like an oil, but like longer, and I really like that because I find a lot of lip glosses, you wear them and you think, oh, far as it actually went. But I have wore this heaps of times and I've never been disappointed, and I've like had to top up at nae as regularly as you normally would with other lip glosses. So everything gets a thumb up for me. I love all the products, and they're coming out with new releases all the time, and I was really excited to see what they're coming out with. But if you liked watching this video, then give me a thumbs up, maybe hit the subscribe button, and let me know if you want to see any other videos like this. I'm just a little about to film a clothing haul, so I'll see you in like 5 minutes.